welcome to episode 10 of A Taste of State College. I'm one of your new hosts, Grace Abba.
And I'm Kyle Rebenauer. As college students, we live on coffee. It's really the only way we manage to make it through the semester.
But if there's one thing students love more than coffee, it's free stuff. So imagine if there was some place you could get free coffee.
Well, State College, dreams do come true. At the Abba Coffee House, they offer free snacks, coffee, and Wi-Fi to all college students.
If you'd like to find out a little bit more about this magical place we speak of, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy a taste of State College.
Abba Coffee House is located in the basement of St. Paul's United Methodist Church on Locust Lane. The coffee shop is run by the church and the Wesley Foundation.
Abba offers free coffee, tea, snacks, and Wi-Fi, as well as a great study or hangout space for students.
Abba began 15 years ago from a student's dissertation. It officially opened its doors in 2001.
So Pastor Pam Ford back in 2003 was working on her doctorate. She no longer serves here, but at the time when she did, she had the idea of thinking about new ways of doing modern day evangelism and how do we do church differently now. And so she, at that time, over obviously a decade ago now, created this idea of a coffee house model for students in campus ministry. And then fast forward, really in the last maybe 5 years, the congregation has really owned it in a new way and has really put it as a really primary mission of what our church is doing.
The coffee house is based on its Christian roots of showing love, hospitality, and offering a safe space for students.
So Abba is a ministry and mission of St. Paul's United Methodist Church and Wesley Foundation. And its purpose is to create a safe space for students at Penn State. We offer free coffee, free Wi-Fi, free snacks and food. And we just hope to give students a place of radical generosity, radical hospitality, and to share part of who we understand God to be with students.
St. Paul's UMC and Wesley hopes that people know that the hospitality and generosity of the coffee house is a Christian response to how they are called to love and serve each other. Abba staff and volunteers focus on meeting people where they are and journeying with them, whatever their faith background or beliefs.
There's no strings attached. There's not the purpose of trying to convince students to believe what we believe, but we just want to share the goodness and the abundance that we have with others.
The Abba staff wants to encourage connections between their visitors, no matter their religious affiliation. Finding a middle ground for customers is important to the team.
So the religious side of Abba and the internship, I would say, is both more of a hands-off approach. I mean, we're never going to deny who we are. We work out of the church, and Abba wouldn't exist without the church. That's where most of our funding comes from, most of our volunteers, all of the staff. So we're never going to deny that connection because we don't exist without the church. But Abba isn't meant to be an evangelical place of conversion.
The vibe of Abba is relaxed. There is an area of comfy chairs and a television, though many people sit at the tables and study.
Usually I come here to do homework because it's like a comfortable environment, and it's nice because there's snacks and coffee in case I want to grab some, but also I come here for just meeting friends and catching up.
Many students are drawn in by the promise of free coffee and snacks. Others come for a quiet study space and a place to hang out with friends.
When my friend first told me about it, I was like, how are they able to provide free food and snacks? And she was like, oh, well, it's affiliated with a church. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know if I should go because I'm not affiliated with any church. I don't know if I'm welcome. But as soon as I came here, everyone was super friendly and no one ever questioned me, and I've always felt welcome, and I always welcome my friends even if they're not affiliated with any religion.
Everything Abba serves is purchased through donations and grants or is donated by the State College community.
Some of the snacks the coffee house serves are a day old from Irving's and local grocery stores. Fresh fruit is donated by the church's congregation members weekly.
Last fall, we received a grant from the Lilly Endowment, which is based out of Indianapolis, to create a program and ministry for students to have an intentional time of discovering and exploring their own vocation and the theological exploration of that. And so from that grant initiative, we created what we call the Wesley Fellows Intern Program. This year we have 7 that have applied. They can serve in a variety of different ways.
Over the past few years, the staff of Abba has grown. Currently, there is 1 full-time supervisor, Jennifer Grulander, a part-time supervisor, Sue Justice, 7 interns, and about 75 volunteers.
Last year, Abba Java received a 5-year grant from the Wesley Foundation to fund its internship program.
So we have 4 students serving in the coffee house. Some are doing things like volunteer management, event planning, working with our sustainability programs, and they're paid internships. They work about 8 to 10 hours a week. And students also, part of that includes time with a mentor or interns, kind of go in this intentional ministry for a year, and then some continue to come back for a second year if we've invited them to work in a different role.
After my sophomore year, I started coming to St. Paul's for church, and I found Abba Java through the church, and then started volunteering, and then heard about the internship program from there.
Recently, Abba Java was named a Center County Green Business Partner for its work on sustainability, as they try to recycle or compost everything that they can.
A student of ours was concerned about the amount of waste we were using. And we shared that concern, and part of our understanding of faith is to be good stewards, good use of our climate and world. So she kind of helped us think about how we could start taking steps towards lower waste. So one of the things we did was we did the mug program. So instead of students only using takeaway mugs or cups, we now have mugs that students can use if they're staying here to use. We also compost a lot of things, and we recycle as best as we can. And so, like, for example, I think last spring, in the month of April, we composted like 800 pounds because our cups are compostable, but our takeaway cups are now, our lids are compostable, as well as all of course, the food waste. We've also started food reclamation programs, so different places like Irving's and Weiss Market and Sowers Harvest donate food to us that is day old for them that they would have to throw away, so to reduce waste in that way. We have an intern that's specifically working in that and helps to train our volunteers. So we work really hard to take steps forward. We're not perfect at it. We're not totally waste-free either, but we do try to make that as a core value of what we do here.
Since their summer renovations, Abba Java has noticed a big jump in customers from 140 visitors a week to 700 visitors a week this semester.
With free coffee, food, Wi-Fi, and offering a safe and comfortable place to study, those numbers are only going to keep rising.
We hope you enjoyed this inside look at the Abba Java Coffee House. I'm Kyle Rebenauer.
And I'm Grace Haba, and this has been a taste of State College.